What is trade? So trade are to be done with the countries and with inter countries also, interstate also. Trades are done. Yes. Then for doing trade means ki to sending something or exporting something and importing some item in place of another item is exchange, but on the beside of money, because money is the accepted currency in all over the world. That's why we call it purchasing. Okay, so then for doing trade we need trade agreement. What is trade agreement? Trade agreement is reduced tariff and non-tariff element barriers. This is trade agreement. What is tariff barrier? So tariff is that kind of barrier which is put by government to stop any productions importation in one nation, so that that thing should not dominate a market. And what is non-tariff barrier? Non-tariff barrier is this ki when we do not wish to import something, or any country do not wish to let us export, then they put some kind of quality barrier or quality check barrier that calls non-tariff barrier. So tariff barrier is two types: non-tariff barrier and tariff barrier. Countries sign to trade agreement to reduce the trade barrier and ultimately to eliminate them. Okay, so countries sign trade agreement so that they can eliminate first, so they can reduce trade barrier first. After that they can ultimately eliminate the trade barriers. When countries use trade barrier repeatedly and intentionally to hurt another country, it is called trade war. Okay, what is trade war? When countries do it regularly or intentionally, continuously, repeatedly to hurt any country's trade, that is trade war. What do countries exchange? Countries can exchange what? Countries can exchange service, investment, labor force and goods. The very first countries will exchange goods, then they will exchange services, then they will exchange investment, and they will exchange further labor informants. Labor force, that's okay, but investment in which form? FPI and FDI. What is FPI? FPI is foreign portfolio investment, which is a volatile money, or we can say which is a hot money, and FDI is foreign direct investment, which is not volatile money, or it is unvolatile money, it is a calm money. Okay, during trade the countries exchange goods and investment and labor force. Note है, foreign investment can be discussed under two categories: foreign portfolio investment, like what कि Bill Gates 100 crore gives to Infosys. Okay, but he only put that 1 crore for the profit. Okay, or 100 crore for the profit. This means for short term purposes, to gain only profit, if we invest our money in any country, that is FPI, which is likely to invest only for getting profit, not for idea, not for technology, and not for partnership. FPI is only interest in getting short-term profit from a country like India. They are not interested in ownership of Indian companies. They mostly make short-term investment. They are also called unstable money, volatile money, hot money, or a temporary money. Okay. So what is FDI? FDI is this key: if Bill Gates give 100 crore to Tata Consultancy Services, and he says कि I am sharing tech with you, I am sharing management my skill with you, and I also want ownership, a few certain ownership in your company, and after that I wish to share your profit, then that is FDI. And it also brings currency in country, foreign currency in our country, which can boost our foreign exchange reserve. So this money is very important for India, which can stable a market. FDI bring both investment as well as technology and skill. They are not interested in short term profit, but they are interested in ownership and long term association with claimed companies. Okay, intellectual property right. For getting FDI and FPI, we need IPR. What is IPR? IPR is such kind of property right where we sign for not get copying. Likewise, China can copy us, we can copy China. That's why this is here. When countries exchange FDI, they also sign an additional agreement called as Intellectual Property Right Agreement. Under it, the countries as protect and under it countries protect the original form, design, formula, research, and technology that belongs to another country. Okay, so what is this? It is an additional agreement which is called as Intellectual Property Right Agreement. Under it, countries protect the original formula, design, research, and technology that belongs to another country. Okay, let us define different type of trade, and what is the various type model of trade and various types of trade agreement. Okay, so model of trade are a lot of type. Look, what is the sequence? PTA first, then FTA, then CECA, then CEPA, then CU, then SM, then EU. Okay, the very first we will come on PTA. Okay, what is PTA? Preferential Trade Agreement. This is the very first thing where we will choose specific item to trade in another country. That is foreign portfolio agreement. Likewise, suppose if India and Bhutan just exchange laptops, food with each other, and India gives phone and country B or Bangladesh gives us AC. But this is a chosen specific item which we are delivering, then this is preferential trade agreement. And for our acknowledgement, PTA is also the starting a bond with two countries. Okay, so here few items are selected, only goods are selected, and there will be tariff will be reduced here, and there will be also positive list. Means the thing which we have chosen to exchange which we have thought to import or export, that is positive list also. Okay, so selected good will come in PTA, and there will be tariff reduced, there will be positive list also. Okay, yes, and after that we will come on FTA. Okay, sorry, first the elaboration of PTA. Under PTA, the members create a positive list. In a positive list, a limited number of goods are selected and tariff is reduced. PTA is most basic form of trade agreement. Example, PTA. India signed PTA with Mercosur in 2019. What is Mercosur? Okay, so BPUAV means Venezuela, Chile, Brazil, Portuguese, rest UA I don't know, but these groups called Mercosur. Free trade agreement. After that, FTA. What is FTA? In FTA, suppose goods of country A and goods of country B will be imported and exported without any tariff. Tariff will be 0. There will be also positive list. There will be not selected good, but there will be more goods, okay, which we can trade, and there will be also negative list on which we can impose ultimate tariff as much as we wish. Okay, so laptop, suppose India is exporting its laptop, phone, medicines, and IT services with Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is exporting its food, AC, paint, and plastic with us without any tariff. That is free trade agreement. So under FTA, the countries create a positive list which contain mostly goods and some services. Countries eliminate the tariff over all the items mentioned in the positive list. Under FTA, the country also create a negative list if they want. Negative list contain those items over which the tariff are neither reduced nor eliminated. The negative list contain permission items of country. The negative list contain premium item of a country. Okay, like India's premium item is tea and Bangladesh's premium item is jute. Okay, so rest is example, India puts tea, coffee, sugar, cotton, spices, etc. in the negative list. Meanwhile L is optional under the trade agreement called positive list is compulsory. So negative list is optional under the trade agreement, but positive list is compulsory. Okay, so FTA, India has signed FTA with Sri Lanka in 1999. Okay, so rest is CESA, CECA, which is Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement. But wait, so under FTA we saw that there will be positive list, there will be also negative list, but negative list is not that compulsory as much as positive list, and also there will be tariff will be zero, and there will be selected good, which is free trade agreement, tariff will be zero, but on the negative list there will be no tariff, will not be reduced. Tariff will contain unreduced price of any of that product. This is a premium product of a country. Okay. Rest is cooperative comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. What is comprehensive economic cooperation agreement? This is country A, suppose country A and country B, where we are exporting our goods, services, and few investment, which is basically FPI, which brings us volatile money, because very first we will start doing trust on a country. So it is an initial phase, then we will share our less investment with that country. Suppose if country A is exchanging few things, and there will be also negative list. So comprehensive economic cooperation agreement is what under comprehensive economic cooperation agreement the country exchange goods and services and the limited in investment. If FDI become subpart of CECA, the countries are also signed IPR agreement. There is a list of freedom to create list, tariff are eliminated, but okay, so there is freedom to create list, but tariff are eliminated. India and Singapore signed CECA in 2005. India and Singapore has signed CECA in 2005. India and Malaysia signed CECA in 2011. Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement is CEPA. So Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement is CESA. Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement is CEPA. Here we will export our goods, services, as well as investment, more broader investment, which is basically comes in the form of FDI, which is unvolatile money, or the steady money, which brings foreign currency in our country, to which also improve our rating also. So there will be negative list also. So under comprehensive economic partnership agreement, the countries exchange goods and services, investment, and they also sign IPR agreement. It is called an integrated package. The tariff are eliminated and positive list is created. Negative list also allowed. India signed CECA with UAE in 2022. So with Singapore, CESA, with Malaysia, CESA 2011, but with UAE, CEPA. Okay. Next is custom union. So firstly we saw preferential trade agreement, then we saw free trade agreement, then we saw comprehensive economic cooperative agreement. Now we are looking then we saw comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Now we are looking custom union. What is custom union? So in custom union, in between country and country, be goods, services, investment with IPR will be allowed. All tariff will be zero. Non-tariff barrier will be minimum. There non-tariff barrier isn't zero, but there is non-tariff barrier is zero, and trade barrier is minimum. So trade barrier and non-tariff barrier will be minimum. Okay. So from Sri Lanka we have taken it, and common tariff will be here. A non-member example SACU in 1910. Okay. South Africa के साथ में we have signed custom union in 1910. South Africa, Lesotho, Namibia, Botswana, Eswatini. With all these countries we have signed CU. Okay. South Africa custom union, world's oldest custom union. South Africa's custom union is world's oldest custom union. Okay. The custom union of countries exchange goods, services, investment, and IPR. Tariffs are also eliminated. NBT is minimized. All the members of CU collectively decide the treatment to a given to a non-member. After CU we will come on SM. So in the custom union we traded our goods, services, investment, IPR. We also select their tariff will be minimum, non-tariff barrier will be minimum, tariff barrier will be minimum. Noted, point to be noted, those barriers will not be reduced till 0, but they will be minimum. Okay, then we will come on SM. What is SM? It would be SM is single market. When two countries market are same, this means suppose country A and country B is 4 degree of freedom, means 4 degree of freedom means goods, services, investment, and goods, services, investment, and IPR. Okay, and first and second thing, trade barrier will be 0 in single market. Suppose common trade barrier against non-member. Okay, non-tariff barrier will be also 0 in single market. The country exchange goods, services, in investment and labor force also called as 4 degree freedom. Here the trade barrier is eliminated and members collectively decide how to treat non-member. Okay, in single market people have done their 4 degree freedom like goods, services, investment, and labor force. Okay, but they are deciding of non-member country together. Okay, after single market we will come on economic union, which is EU. So economic union is addition of MU and FU. Okay, so what is MU and FU? We will see it further. So in economic union, coverage of 4 degree freedom is also here. Goods, services, investment, labor force. Monetary policy of all these countries will be same. Monetary policy example, currency will be same of both unit. Okay, so monetary union is MU, fiscal union is FU. If fiscal policy will be same, means if they will pass same budget, then it will be fiscal policy or fiscal union. Okay, coordination development approach, India and Pakistan. Suppose if India and Pakistan, they both are India's currency is printed by RBI, Pakistan's currency is printed by RBP. Okay, if we will merge both, or they will consider that we will print the same currency, then they will print RBIP, means ki Reserve Bank of Indo-Pak. IP, here's IP, Pakistan's PP. Consider it will be IPP, IJ, Indian judiciary, Pak judiciary will be Indo-Pak judiciary. Okay, and parliament will be also Indo-Pak parliament. Then when countries follow identical monetary policy, they are called monetary union. Similarly, when two countries or more than two countries follow identical fiscal policy, they are called as a fiscal union. European Union is the example of economic union. Okay, how under economic union the countries exchange goods, services, investment, labor force. They eliminate trade barriers. They also become monetary union and fiscal union, and they create coordination development approach by cooperating on policies related to health, education, poverty reduction, science and tech, defense, and national security. Means what? Under European Union we are looking that countries exchange their goods, services, investment, and labor force. Okay, they also eliminate their trade barriers also. They become monetary union and economic and fiscal union, and they create coordination development approach by cooperating on policies related to health, education, poverty reduction, science and tech, defense, and national security. Okay, but economic union, in economic union we will look that monetary union plus fiscal union, but in European Union we will look that ki in European Union monetary union is also there, but there is cooperation in fiscal policy. Why cooperation in fiscal policy? Because few countries are not agree, because for adopting the rupee, for adopting the euro, they will have to do demonetization, and if they will do demonetization, then that will hurt their economy or the people, or there might be inner war. That's why they are saying, but there is for sure there is chances in the future, or they have promised them that they will be economic union and they will accept euro. Okay, European Union is a monetary union. European Union is not fiscal union, but there is cooperation in fiscal policy, and European Union. Okay, European Union has 27 member countries. Okay, their 20 members have accepted euro, but 7 members have not. Out of 27 members, 20 have given status of national currency to euro, but they are called as eurozone member. Okay, and who have not accepted, they are not eurozone member. Okay, so that's it for today. We saw preferential trade agreement, then free trade agreement, then comprehensive economic cooperation agreement, comprehensive economic partnership agreement, single market, custom union, economic union. That's it. Thank you.